Saya minta I punya email. Tak, di WhatsApp, di WhatsApp. Okay. Siapa kau saya? Okay. So I share. Tak. On. Yeah. Jap. Share a window. Saya punya window ni pun dia dah pelik lah. Dia tak boleh share window. Jap. Share my entire screen. Pun tak boleh. Oops. Share a tab. Okay. Ada?
Ada, madam.
Right. Tengok kat tu saya dah start recording kan?
Dah.
Dah.
Alright, okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is a HTF 463 Human Nutrition recording for vitamin, and we have with us like 32 slides. So it's going to be like a short slides, and after we finish our class, the slides in the class, we will have a short discussion on the taking supplements and whatnot, on the vitamins and on the vitamins and supplement taking. All right, okay. So again, this is on vitamins. So we need to cover the learning objectives. So at the end of the session or at the end of this topic, we should be able to state 4 general characteristics of vitamins and explain how water-soluble and fat-soluble vitamins are different, okay, in terms of what they are different. And then I need to shut down. And then we need to identify which vitamin is deficient in the American diet. Okay, this book is based on Drummond textbook. So the notes are based on American diet, but usually the issues are somewhat the same for Americans or for Malaysians, because Malaysia is also a new developed country. So the issues on vitamins or issues on nutrition is somewhat similar, okay? And at the end of the session, we should be able to identify 2 vitamins that are toxic when taken in excess, meaning that there are vitamins that you couldn't take daily, okay? Because when you take it daily, then it can cause toxicity in your body, okay? And of course, we need to identify functions and food sources of each vitamin, and we need to know, or we need to understand the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables, okay? And then on top of that, at the end of the nutrition class, at the end of human nutrition, we should be able to discuss the use of fruits and vegetables on the menu and describe on ways to conserve vitamins when handling and cooking fruits and veggies. This is important because we are from food service department. We are students. We are people who prepare food. We prepare food, so we must know how to conserve the vitamins when we handle and when we cook our fruits and vegetables, okay? And of course, last but not least, we need to define phytochemicals. What is phytochemicals? And we should be able to give examples of food in which they are found, meaning that if you are presented with the meal or you are presented with the menu, then you know you have the ability, you know how to tell the story behind the food, that the ingredients that is being used in the menu, okay? And because of what is the prominent nutrient available in the food, in the meal, okay? So basic of vitamins, there. Okay, what is vitamins? Okay, vitamins is organic substance that carry out processes in the body that are vital to health, meaning that you can found or meaning that it is organic. Of course, the other nutrients also are organic, but before that, we are starting our discussion on vitamins and minerals, and these are micronutrients. Before this, we have covered carbohydrate, we have covered protein, and we have covered lipid, and those are macronutrients. Macro meaning big. We need to eat in a quantity that is substantial, meaning that in grams, 1 scoop of rice or 1 cup of rice, 230 grams of protein or chicken. So those are in the numbers ataupun weight. The weight is bigger in grams. But for vitamins, it is also organic. Macro nutrient is organic. Micronutrient is also organic, but it is eaten in small, minute. When we say about minute, so little that we need to eat it in a daily meal. But it is important because it will carry out the process in the body. It helps in the other processes in our body. Okay. Remember that we discussed about nervous system. We discussed about how food are being carried out in our body. Okay, after it is being absorbed in the blood. So those are the processes, the hormones, the balance of minerals, the balance of precursors in our body are all depends on the vitamins that we eat every day. Okay, so vitamins, we just need a very small amount in our everyday life, meaning that we just need to eat a little of vitamins to for our body to work accordingly. Okay, so most vitamins are obtained by eating foods. You can find vitamins in almost every ingredient if you choose the food correctly, or correctly lah, meaning okay, most vitamins are obtained by eating foods. Some are made by intestinal bacteria, and one is made in the skin in the sunlight. Okay, some meaning that there are vitamins. Vitamin K is being made in the intestinal bacteria. It is made in our gut dalam perut. small intestine, large colon. It is made by the intestinal bacteria and then produced in the body and absorbed, and that is vitamin K. And one is made in the skin in the sunlight, which is vitamin D, meaning that you need sunlight to get that vitamin D. If you do not, if you eat, you cannot find vitamin K and vitamin D in food. Maybe a little, but not, it is majorly being produced in our body, okay, on the skin and in the intestinal in the gut. Okay, there is no perfect food with all the vitamins you need in just the right amounts, meaning that even if you eat right, you eat your vegetables, you eat all kinds of fruits, okay, you eat good ingredients, such as you choose your ingredients very well, fresh, but there is no perfect food, that meaning that when you eat that food you get all the vitamins. No, because there is no perfect food. Okay, some foods contains a higher in vitamin C, for example. Some fruits are higher in vitamin A, for example. But when it is higher in vitamin A, it doesn't mean that all the other vitamins is present in the same food. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say. Okay, vitamins do contain kilocalories, so some choice of food or some choice of meal that you eat may contribute to calories, but some vitamins in foods are also precursors. Okay, why is it in red, the precursors? Precursors is the vitamins are needed for something else to happen or some other processes to happen. So it is a precursors. If you do not have enough vitamins, certain vitamins, then that process cannot happen in our body. So that is what it is. That is why it is being called precursors. You need that certain vitamin to make other things, to make enzymes, for example, to make hormones, for example. So if you do not get enough of that vitamin, then your hormones may falters, may it doesn't work as it is supposed to work. Okay. Okay, there are two categories of vitamins. Okay, one is fat soluble and the other is water soluble. Okay. Fat soluble larut dalam minyak, water soluble larut dalam air. Okay. So when it is solid, the name of it, the solubility of the vitamins will determine where it can be found easily. Okay. For example, fat soluble, it occurs in food that containing fats. If you eat fatty food, then you maybe you consume a little of the fat soluble vitamins. Okay, and then the fat soluble vitamin also can be stored in the body because our body is 2/3 water. Okay, so it won't be washed away. Yeah, the fat soluble can be stored. It can be kept in our body, and these include vitamins such as A, D, E, and K. Okay, people always remember the fat soluble vitamins as adik A, D, E, K. Okay, excessive intake of vitamin A or D may lead to undesirable symptoms such as weak bones. So you have to be careful because for fat soluble vitamin, there is possibility of getting toxic because like I said, it can be stored in our body. So if you eat a lot of if you eat a supplement, for example, supplement for vitamin A only or vitamin D only, then it can bertimbun, it can be kept in our body for a longer time, and it can lead to toxicity. Okay, keracunan, toxicity. Okay, and then you have the water soluble vitamins, which is vitamin C. Okay, which includes vitamin C and vitamin B complex. Okay, Why is it called vitamin B complex? Because it has several vitamin B. We have vitamin B3, B6, B12, B9, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why it is being called B complex. Okay. B vitamins work in every cell where they function as part of coenzymes. So you need vitamin B in our daily life, in our daily meal, because vitamin B is a part of a precursor for other processes, precursor for other enzymatic process in our body. Okay, so as part of coenzymes, meaning if it's the name explains the function. Enzymes is needed in for example, I think in earlier classes we discussed about the digestion of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. So all the digestion of these macronutrients need enzymes, right? So in order to produce enough enzymes, you need coenzymes, and these coenzymes need vitamins. Okay, in this case, we are discussing about B vitamins because B vitamins works in every cell where they function as part of coenzyme. So B vitamins is important, okay, in our everyday daily body function. A coenzyme combines with an enzyme to allow the enzyme to do its job. So the meaning that coenzyme assists enzyme for the enzyme to work properly. Okay, so we must take daily for this vitamin C and vitamin B because we can take daily because if you consume in excess, it can be excreted, it can be dikeluarkan dari sistem badan. Okay, except for vitamin B6 and B12 because it is helping in your bone, the bone and your nervous system. Okay. Okay, these are water-soluble vitamins. You have vitamin C, of course, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folate. Folate is also vitamin B. That's why vitamin B, it is called B complex. Okay, folate is part of vitamin B. And then you have B12, pantothenic acid, and biotin. Okay. And of course, you need to remember this because you need to know what are the water-soluble vitamins. Okay. Vitamins, too little and too much. Okay. What is the vitamin most likely to be deficient in United States? Okay, in United States, the vitamin D is the deficient vitamin. Okay, why? Because people have 4 seasons, so they do not get enough sun for the vitamin D to be produced. Okay, so you need the sunlight to produce your vitamin D on your skin. But in Malaysia, I think vitamin D is also has potential for deficiency, especially because of our COVID-19. You are not encouraged to go out. People tend to stay inside, playing games, do not do enough exercise, do not get this, enough sunlight. So you may be deficient in vitamin D as well if you do not get enough sunlight. Okay. In addition, some elderly are deficient in vitamin B12, and women capable of becoming pregnant are often deficient in folate. Because that's why when a lady becomes pregnant, they subscribe. They are given vitamin. What do you call? They are given folate. They are given folate to help maintain their folate level in their body. Okay, and folate is important because it will hinder, it will decrease the risk of neural defect in the fetus. for the baby, the baby in the lady, okay, in the baby, the baby that conceive. Okay, so that's why for the first 3 months, the first trimester, pregnant lady are given folate to make sure that they do not get the neural defect in the babies. Okay. Okay, what vitamins are most likely to be toxin or taken in excess? Vitamin D, vitamin C, and vitamin 6. But vitamin C and vitamin 6 is water soluble. Although it can have the potential to become in toxicity, but because it is water soluble, it can be excreted out of your system. But vitamin D cannot because it is fat soluble. Okay. All right. Okay. Vitamin A. Okay. Vitamin A is popular because research has found that vitamin A, which is a fat soluble vitamin, it can maintain the health of the eye and the vision, so it can prevent night blindness. Okay, it promotes healthy skin and surface linings of the lungs, GI tract, and etc. It supports reproduction, growth, and development. And the food source for vitamin A are foods such as milk and eggs. Many red, orange, or yellow fruits and vegetables contain carotenoids. Okay, carotenoids is the pigments in fruits. Okay, yellow and orange that can be converted to vitamin A. Right. So carotenoids can be converted to vitamin A, and then these carotenoids are called beta carotene, which is also an antioxidant. Okay, what is antioxidant? Okay, if you see that a lot of advertisement have used the word antioxidant, I think one of the most popular one that I remember is when Maya Karin said that, oh, coffee contains antioxidant. Did you remember that? Maya Karin, I think it's Nescafe. I don't know what coffee, but she said about if you take that coffee contains antioxidant. So what is antioxidant? Antioxidant is phytochemicals that can help hinder or stop the free radicals from happening in our body, and that free radicals can generate or can turn into cancer cells. So when you have this antioxidant, it will help your free radicals to be oxidized. It doesn't become free radicals that can lead to cancer. So that's why you are encouraged to eat a lot of fruits and veggies, which has vitamins that can help in maintaining, that can be part of, or that can work as antioxidant and helps in losing or decreasing the risk of getting cancer. Okay. Sources of vitamin A, these are some of the food that contain vitamin A. Okay, because all the red, the yellow, the oranges, the red contain carotenoids, and these carotenoids is a precursor for vitamin A. Okay. If you look at the notes, some green vegetables such as spinach and romaine also contain vitamin A, but the content is not as much as the fruit that has carotenoids, because carotenoids is the, from research, it is the precursor for vitamin A. So if you look at any fruits, if it's orange, yellow, or red, you can be confirmed that it contains carotenoids, and you can be confirmed that it has high in vitamin A. Okay, but for spinach and romaine, it has vitamin A, but not as much as the ones with the orange color. Okay, and then you have vitamin D. Okay, vitamin D maintains the functions for vitamin D is it can maintain normal blood levels of calcium and phosphorus by enhancing their absorption into the body. So if you wanted to make sure that your calcium is maintained throughout, you must also maintain the intake of vitamin D. Okay, how do you do that intake of vitamin D? Is you need sunlight in your life. Okay, that's why one of the vitamins that is being fortified. Okay, nanti cari what is the meaning of fortified. Fortification meaning that during the process of vitamin, no, the process of milk, the processing in milk, you may lose some vitamins. But because milk is one of the source of food for calcium, milk is high in calcium, so we wanted the calcium to be absorbed by our body when we consume or when we drink milk. So in order for that to happen, all milk processing companies need to fortify vitamin D into milk. Dia dah masuk dalam food law and regulations. All countries or all companies who are producing milk, whether it's raw milk, fresh milk, UHT milk, whatever, full cream milk or low fat milk, you need to fortify vitamin D into the milk at the end of the process. Okay, because vitamin D will help in calcium absorption in our body. Okay. Normal blood levels of calcium and phosphorus are needed to make and maintain strong bones. So we need to have that so that our bones will not go brittle and become you get an osteoporosis when you are older. Okay, so again, vitamin D, why we need vitamin D is you get it from the sunlight, is when the ultraviolet rays shine on your skin and you will make a precursor of vitamin D, and then vitamin D is being made in the body. Okay. Okay, very few foods contain vitamin D except for fatty fish. All milk is fortified. Like I said just now, all milk is fortified with vitamin D. Most cereals are also fortified with vitamin D because we usually eat cereals with milk, right? So now cereals are also fortified with vitamin D. Okay, several months of D vitamin can be stored in the body, so it is helpful during winter months when sun is not as strong. Okay, good for us that vitamin D can be kept or can be kept in our body for can be stored. So it what do you call? It is there in our body even if we do not get the sun every day, meaning that we can skip not getting sun every day lah, right? Okay, and then a majority of adults and many children in the United States do not meet the RDA. Okay, but you do not have to concern about the US because I believe that you also have read the RNI for Malaysia, kan? After this, I want you to refer to RNI, recommended nutrient intake for Malaysia, and you check with that guideline how much is the vitamins that we have to take in our daily life, right? All the vitamins, all the minerals, and even for the macronutrients. There's a guideline that how much that you should be eating on a daily basis. Okay, vitamin D deficiency in children can cause rickets, and for adults it can cause osteomalacia. Okay, vitamin D deficiency can contribute to osteoporosis, which is a fragile bones likely to break and typically seen in older women. Okay, osteoporosis is like a quiet time bomb because you do not see anything anything peculiar But suddenly, when the older women, meaning that if they jump maybe, or they fell down, and they can break their bones because their bones are not what you call padu. It has some porosity in the bones, so it is most likely to break even when you just knock the bones. You just knock the bones and it can fall apart. Okay, it can break. So vitamin D is toxic when taken in excess of the RDA. RDA is recommended daily allowance. Okay, Malaysia tadi we refer to recommended nutrient intake. So you look at the RNI for Malaysia and make notes of how much that we need to eat as Malaysian. Okay. Vitamin E. Okay, vitamin E is an antioxidant. I think just now we have discussed about how these antioxidants works in our body. So because of its antioxidant capacity, it is used to protect against free radicals, which can damage cells. It is also used as a food additive, especially for oils. If you look at all the oils that you use in the kitchen, lepas ni nanti check with the oils that you use in the kitchen, and you can see that they put in, if it's not vitamin E, they may put, if it's BHA, BHT, that is a food additive, chemical food additive, but for natural additive, they put vitamin E. Okay, because this vitamin E is fat soluble and it can work as antioxidants, which hinders the free radicals in the oil. In this case, dalam minyak tu tadi. So the free radicals will not generate the free radicals will not generate bukan toxicity. It will not generate rancidity for the oils. Okay. Oops. Okay. Vitamin C again. Okay. Vitamin C functions. Okay. This is vitamin C. Tadi tu vitamin D. Okay. Vitamin C. Vitamin C functions as to form collagen. Collagen, as we know when we discuss about protein, collagen is a substance that provides strength to bones, teeth, skin, etc., and helps heal wounds. Okay, so collagen is like the cement holding cells and tissues together. I think collagen is most popular for its ability to give good skin to people. And that because it can form a matrix under your skin, and this matrix must be enhanced. The strength of the matrix need to be enhanced with the intake of vitamin C. The vitamin C will help the matrix to be intact, kuat. Okay, and then you have to drink a lot of water so that the water can fill up the matrix, the collagen matrix, and then it gives you a better skin. Okay. Vitamin C is also needed to make hormones. It has the ability to strengthen resistance to infections. So I think because of this COVID-19, vitamin C sales boost up because people think that they need to strengthen their immune system by taking a lot of vitamin C. Okay. The good thing is it is water soluble. So if you eat a lot of vitamin C, it will be flushed away through your urine. Okay. Vitamin C is also an antioxidant, so you can see that it is being used in other food system, meaning that as other ingredients, as food additive, and function as an antioxidant for shelf stability. Okay. Vitamin C content of food is reduced by prolonged storage. However, if you keep your food, especially your raw ingredients, fruits and veggies, I mean, you keep the fruits and veggies for a long time, it will wilted, dia akan tidak segar lagi, and then you may lose your vitamin C in the fruits and the veggies. So, and because it is water soluble, it can also be destroyed by heat. Masak makanan yang ada fruits and veggies yang tinggi vitamin C, tetapi kalau you masak dalam keadaan yang temperature yang panas, lama, okay, then you may destroy your vitamin C. Okay, certain people need more vitamin C. People such as who smokes, okay, who are pregnant, who are breastfeeding, children, and anyone with fever or infection needs a lot of vitamin C. I mean, more, a higher dose of vitamin C, bukan more, a higher dose of vitamin C in their daily life. So I think this is one of the reasons why people start taking vitamin C when we are facing this COVID-19. Okay, so these are some of the vitamin C food sources. So what I'm trying to say is that for water-soluble vitamins, you need to eat you need to eat fresh food, fresh fruits and veggies rather than the cooked fruits and veggies, because vitamin C can be lost during food during the cooking of the food. Okay. Now we are moving into thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin, which is also a water-soluble vitamins. Okay, these thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin are all part of coenzymes needed to get energy from carbohydrate, fats, and protein. So these vitamins are needed to help in digestion. Okay, because when the process of digestion happens, the food is changed into the the energy in your body. But if you do not get good numbers or good vitamins, then the vitamins may not help to generate the energy from the food that you eat. Makan je tapi tak dapat ditukarkan kepada tenaga. So you need vitamins, especially this thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin, to help in releasing energy from the macronutrients that you are eating. Okay, so it is also needed for normal growth. Okay, food sources for thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin includes pork. Of course, we do not eat pork, but we eat meats. Meat also have this thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin. Beans, watermelon, acorn, squash. For riboflavin, milk and milk products, eggs. Niacin, meat, poultry, fish, peanut butter, milk, and eggs. Okay, you will see a lot of food. I mean, a lot of examples for food that has vitamins and minerals comes from fruits and veggies, and also milk products and eggs. So nasib baik Allah bagi kita telur which banyak kandungan nutrien. Milk and egg is one of the items or one of the ingredients that has a lot of nutrient. So and it is quite cheap. Mana-mana pun it's quite cheap. So you can eat like milk products, susu ataupun hasil-hasil tenusu yang lain. And also you can eat eggs every day to keep the normal keperluan normal bagi vitamins. Okay, so these are some of the examples. Wheat, from wheat, which is cereals, roti, kan. Wheat adalah tepung daripada tepung. So you can do a lot of food from cereals and from wheat. Okay, vitamin B6. Okay, vitamin B6 is part of a coenzyme which is involved in carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. So this is especially crucial to protein metabolism. When you eat a lot of protein, you will also need vitamin B6 because it will help in the digestion or the metabolism of this macronutrient, especially protein, and it will take up the items to make hemoglobin in red blood cells. And why we need hemoglobin? Because hemoglobin red blood cells carries oxygen to cells, and it is also help in immune system. So it is part of metabolism of protein, and it is part of making your red blood cells work as carriers for oxygen. So this is one of the vitamins that is important for us, okay, especially for old people like me. So I need to get like a B complex for my daily life. B complex is also for stress relieving, stress relievers. If you are stressful, so get vitamin B complex to make you less stressful. Okay. Okay, functions. Folate is part of coenzymes required to make DNA. So it is needed to make all new cells. So you need this folate, especially if you're pregnant, because it's important in making new cells. And when you are pregnant, baby is being produced. The babies is growing up in the stomach. So you need this extra boost of folate to help in the making of the new cells. So pregnant women are at risk of folate deficiency, which may cause neural tube defects, which is a malform of brain or spine during first few months of pregnancy. Yang the correct definition or the correct istilah for this is the first trimester, the first 3 months of the pregnancy. So all women capable of becoming pregnant should take 400 microgram of synthetic folic acid daily from fortified foods such as breads or supplements in addition to natural folate in foods. Okay, if you're planning to get pregnant or you want to get pregnant, so you might as well prepare your body to have enough folic acid, to have enough folate in your body, so you are encouraged to eat or to take folate in your daily subscription. Okay, so these are some of the examples for folate: orange juice, broccoli, spinach, legumes, and wheat. Vitamin B12 is also part of a coenzyme needed to make new cells and DNA. It activates the folate coenzyme, so vitamin B12 helps in folate absorption and ensures normal functioning of the nervous system. If you are always nervous, meaning that if you're always in anxiety, you feel anxiety all the time, you are nervous, anxious. So that's why I said vitamin B complex is good for stress relievers. If you feel so stressful, then you might as well take some vitamin B complex for a while. I do not suggest that you need to take it on a daily life like a medicine, but you may want to have a feel about when do you need some supplement at certain point of time. Okay, so this B12 vitamins is found only in animal food, so it could be a problem for vegans. Some people who choose to be vegans, they do not eat any meat or meat products. So this is quite a problem for them. They need to find a substitute for vitamin B12 to help in their deficiency in B12 consumption. Okay, vitamin B12 is harder to absorb for elderly who may need foods fortified with B12 or supplements that use crystalline B12 because it is easier to be absorbed. Okay, so the vitamin B12 deficiency can affect your nervous system. So your nervous system may affect your hormones and your nervous system. Your nervous system is about your hormones and the balance of your stress, how you cope with stress and anxiety. Okay, so these are some of the vitamin B12 examples: tofu, cookies, cereals, milk. Okay. So we finished all the vitamins discussion. So we are now discussing on how to maintain the fruits and veggies, the vitamins, the vitamins in your food. Okay, so first we need to understand that we need to eat more fruits and veggies. Okay, so because the major contributors of a number of nutrients that we consume, or when we talk about deficiency in taking vitamins and minerals, it is referring to deficiency or the less fruits and veggies that you eat. Okay, meaning that we need to maintain what we need in fruits and in vitamins. We need to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, because most fruits and vegetables contribute to vitamins intake. Okay, so consuming them is associated with less risk of many chronic diseases such as heart disease. Most fruits and veggies, when prepared without added fats or sugars, are relatively low in calories. So, meaning that it's better to eat your fruits and veggies as it is. Makan basuh, terus makan, natural, mentah. Okay, do not like make your fruits, for example, jadikan dia kompote or jadikan dia jam, and then kalau buat jam dia tinggi sugar, kan? Then baru you makan dengan roti. No, it's better to eat it as it is. Eat cereals, potong sikit buah, masukkan dalam you punya cereals, for examples. Or maybe in the morning you just take one banana, bukan cokodok bukan lepat pisang, bukan apa-apa lagi yang dimasak dengan pisang tu, but just eat one banana, then you get the fruits, you get the soluble fiber, you get the sugar from the natural sugar from the banana. So then you are okay, rather than you berdiri buat cokodok lah, buat lepat pisang, buat kek pisang. Itu semua memanglah pisang, tapi dia dah tinggi gula, tinggi fat. Kalau buat kek lagi tinggi fat. Kalau buat cokodok you dah goreng dalam minyak, kan? So lagi banyak kerja dan lagi banyak fat and fat and sugar. So you might as well eat it as natural as it is. Okay. So tips to get a healthy variety of fruits and vegetables, you have to think in color, because all fruits and veggies are colorful, and these colors have phytochemicals value. It has nutrient, it has a good precursors for something else that you need in your body. So eat a variety of fruits and veggies, store fruits and veggies properly and use at its optimum time for freshness, color, flavor and nutrition. Meaning that if you wanted to buy fruits and veggies, buy the fresh ones and eat it immediately. If you were to keep it for a time, then make sure that it is, you keep it to maintain its freshness, so that the vitamins and its minerals are still there when it is still intact when you eat it later. For example, kadang-kadang when we buy, katakan beli satu-satu jenis buah, kita simpan, mungkin kita tak adalah nak makan, kata kita belikan buah oren, kata buah oren 10 biji. Dan kita beli 10 biji, kita makan, mungkin ada dua biji yang kita makan hari yang pertama, lebih baik dari segi kandungan vitamin, rather than kemudian you kata, oh nanti lagi yang 2 biji tu, tiap-tiap hari saya akan makan 2 biji, tapi nak habiskan 5 hari. So hari yang ke-5, you punya vitamin C yang you dapat daripada buah oren tu dah berkurang. So rather than doing that, you might want to just eat it like macam okay, hari ni saya beli 2 atau 4 buah oren, saya makan hari ni 2 biji, esok 2 biji. But at the same time, you also buy pisang, you also buy anggur ke, you buy any kind of fruits, and you eat it on a daily basis. Hari ni makan pisang, esok makan buah oren, dan makan buah apa lagi, macam buah ada kan, kalau kat kampung lagi macam-macam, rambutan and whatnot. Okay. If you need, so you need to keep your fruits and veggies cool and moist. Kalau tempat panas, the water can evaporate from your fruit, and with the water goes all your water soluble vitamins. Okay. if you need to cook your fruits or veggies, you need consider cooking methods such as blanching. Blanching sekejap je kan masuk dalam air panas. Stowing, steaming, grilling, sauteing, baking. You can also bake your fruits and veggies. Just masukkan dalam tu tanpa additional fats and sugar. Boiling and braising. You can do that, but make sure that it is short time. If it's high temperature, then the shorter time of preparation. If it's low temperature, then you can, masak lama sikit. And then you have to make sure that it is not, you need to understand that if it's, it has some evaporating of water, then you know that your water soluble vitamins is lost during that cooking. If you, if you stew your fruits, then, if you stew your fruits, then all you have at the end is the soluble fiber, but you do not have any vitamins left in the fruits and veggies. The best method of eating fruits and veggies is to eat it fresh, or to prepare it fresh. Okay. Okay. When cooking, consider texture and flavor change. Keep cover pot the pot of vegetables such as cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Okay. Keep the cover off because these cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, they have sulfur in them. So when you cook, you have to let the sulfur loose itself because nanti dia punya warna dan bau dia pun kuat untuk this cabbage, cauliflower and Brussels sprouts. You need to eat. Bila you steam ke, you rebus ke, whatever lah, you masak lemak ke, you have to keep the pot off. Okay, tutup dia tu dibuka. Okay, do not overcook because overcooking your fruits and veggies, vegetables especially, then you may lose a lot of vitamins. Okay. Okay. So to prevent nutrient loss in fruits and veggies, buy fresh, high quality produce. Check closely when receiving. If you are in the receiving end, you have to store properly. Close up the wrapping tightly to decrease exposure to the air. Which pulls out water, and use product when it is still fresh. Like I said, when you buy fruits, eat it when it's fresh and still high in nutrient. Okay, when cooking, avoid peeling because most of the vitamins is high on the skin of the fruits. Also, you can get the optional of having soluble fiber better on from the peel. So maybe you can just brush for example potato. You can brush your potato, but do not peel and throw it away. You can do something else with it maybe, but it's good to eat it with the peel. Okay, prepare small amounts at a time. Cook quickly using appropriate methods such as steaming, or you can cook just until tender, just nice, right? So for menuing and presentation, this is this is a picture of how you can, use your fruits and present your fruits so that it can be, it has more value. Okay, fruits are natural in salads such as pineapple and raisins with carrots, roasted fruits with shallots. These are some of the examples. I think this is, you learn this in your cooking class better when you are in the kitchen later, inshallah. But this is how we use fruits, because fruits are colorful. So we use fruits and veggies to enhance the presentation of your food. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, vegetables allow you to serve what looks like a big portion with reduced calories and no fat or cholesterol. So if you are preparing food for diet, so you might want to add more fruits and veggies because it looks like a big portion, but it is in a reduced kilocalories. Okay, when using vegetables, be mindful of the season for maximum flavor, visual appeal and value, and also think variety. Eat a variety of fruits and veggies. Don't just eat like, okay, I suka makan asparagus sahaja, I do not eat other greens. So that is wrong, because of course asparagus is expensive. and it is seasonal. During some season you could not find asparagus, okay, especially kat Malaysia ni lagi susah. So just eat whatever is available, cheap and but in variety. Okay. Of course, these are some of the examples. It gives you olives that can add exquisite flavor. There are many great varieties. Okay, olives is a Mediterranean menu, so Mediterranean menu use a lot of olives and olive oil, so it's good for your health because it is a good fat. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the examples for pictures that you can use as your this one. Okay, phytochemicals. I mentioned a lot of times in our class just now. I mentioned a lot of what do you call definition? No, I mentioned a lot of terms, right? I mentioned phytochemicals. What are phytochemicals? Phytochemicals are bioactive compounds found in plants that are linked to decreased risk of chronic disease. For example, cocoa, coffee, and I gave you examples. Maya Karin mentioned that in one of her coffee advertisement. Okay, functional foods are food that contain an ingredients that provides health benefits beyond the nutrients in the food. For example, bottled drinks are enhanced with herbs and taurine, for example. Okay, so those are functional foods. When people mention functional food, you know that you take functional food because it goes beyond what it has, meaning that it gives you something else more when you eat these functional foods. Like dietary supplements, functional foods will not compensate for a poor diet, meaning that, for example, you do not eat a lot of things. You do not eat fruits, you do not eat vegetables, but tiba-tiba you kata, oh, saya minum Pamoga daripada Datuk Vida punya produk Pamoga kan. So saya minum Pamoga sebab Pamoga tu dia tulis tu dia ada berries lah, dia ada apalah bla 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 kan. So that is kind of a functional food, but that doesn't it doesn't provide a good turnover, like pengganti yang baik daripada pilihan fruits and veggies. It's better to eat natural fruits and veggies rather than, you know, you just eat one. Oh, saya dah minum Pamoga and it is a functional food. It has a lot of ingredients, ada 20 dalam senarai. So I do not need the fruits and veggies anymore. No, that is not true. The best diet is the whole food, the whole fruits and veggies. Because it still contains the right amount, balance of nutrients, the phytochemicals to promote health, and it is not has any additive. They're natural. Kalau gula pun ada, some people say kata, oh, saya tak boleh makan buah sekian-sekian kerana dia tinggi gula. But buah yang tinggi gula tu lebih baik daripada gula tu sendiri, because gula tu adalah processed food, gula. Tetapi buah yang mengandungi gula yang ada dalam buah tu, the monosaccharide, it is better because that is a natural sugar, and our body recognize natural things rather than the processed things. Okay, that's, I think that's the thing that I wanted to share with you. So we finish our 32 slides. Oops, where are you? Now I wanted to stop my presentation. You all still dengan saya ke? Are you still with me?
Madam.
Okay. So, do you have any questions? I want to stop recording. Yeah. Any questions? 1 jam kan? Memang flat 30 lebih ni masih 1 jam. Any questions? Any question?